Welcome to Roofing Road Trips, the podcast that takes you on a thrilling journey across the world of roofing. From fascinating interviews with roofing experts to on-the-road adventures, we'll uncover the stories, innovations, and challenges that shape the rooftops over our heads. So fasten your seatbelts and join us as we embark on this exciting roofing road trip.
Hello and welcome to Roofing Road Trips from Roofers Coffee Shop. This is live in person at the SPRI, Single Ply Roofing Institute winter meeting, and I am with my dear friend, Scott Carpenter. Hello, Scott.
Hey, Heidi girl, how are you?
I am so happy to be here with you.
Well, welcome to Clearwater.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, even though it's rainy, it's still beautiful.
It's okay.
Yeah. And you know what's really beautiful is just being here. When I walked in, this is my first SPRI meeting, and it's like all my friends right here.
It really has a family component to it, and my wife, this is her favorite week of the year.
Oh my gosh!
Where we just get together and we just enjoy each other, learn things, and be a part of something really special.
Yeah, I sat through the all the technical yesterday. I should say sat through. I engaged, listened. So interesting. You guys are doing so much great stuff on the technical front. It's amazing. But you know what? Before we go too much further and dive into all this, let's start out with an introduction. So for those few who don't know you, can you introduce yourself and tell us about Anchor Products? Give us a little bit of your history in the roofing industry.
So blessed to be part of this organization. I celebrated my 40th year in the roofing industry in September. And it's just been a wonderful journey for me. Director of sales with Anchor Products, a company in Texas that does rooftop attachments. It's funny, we figured out how to put roofs on really well. We're good at it. Rooftop anchors basically puts a mechanical attachment. The whole thing's on a roof. So in a wind event or seismic, it's all these things that are bouncing across the roof that gives us problems. So that's what Rooftop Anchor does, and worked with Joel Stanley and his team, and it's just been a real blessing for me.
I love it. And you're president of SPRI.
And that's
for the next 2 years.
That's quite another blessing. So yes, SPRI, as you know, just a wonderful organization. I've been active in it for many, many years, and was kind of nudged to get involved in some of the chairs, and have served through different committees, and now blessing to be president for 2 years.
For 2 years.
And excited. Was officially inducted yesterday morning.
I saw it. I was here. Brad Van Dam, who's the outgoing president, or now the past president. And it was just such a great interchange between the two of you, passing the gavel, and really, you can see that whole board, the whole SPRI board is so impressive.
Well, a little emotional for me, just having a front row seat to watching Brad do his thing so well.
Yeah.
He is such a pro.
He is.
And have learned so much from him.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you can learn so much just being here, from the wealth of knowledge, wisdom, and experience of the people attending this. Incredible. Can you kind of tell everybody, for those who may not know who SPRI is, what does the membership look like, and who are who are here during this winter meeting?
Way I describe it at times, especially to new members and candidates, it is just this wealth of information. Walking into this place, it's like the Hall of Fame of technical minds.
It is.
Just building bikes over there, what we did a while ago, you just got these great engineering minds and these huge influencers to excellence in our industry. And for me, I'm sometimes intimidated with just the talent in this room, but to be part of the group is really special. And although they're these just crazy roofing giants, they're so welcoming and humble.
Yeah.
And everybody has a real desire to be difference makers in this room and truly contribute to the roofing industry. So SPRI in general, I think you know a little bit about it. Founded in 1982.
Okay.
Many of the European membranes were developed, and SPRI was founded as the introduction really to thermoplastics, and thermosets started to get popular here in the States, and really to educate the market on flexible membranes. And then later through really almost a evolution. Later we added modifieds to that. Then we opened it up to accessory and raw material suppliers, and adding consultants and architects, testing facilities to that membership. So some 86 strong is by way of membership. And this morning in our board meeting, we welcomed 6 new members.
Oh, that's
which
great.
is crazy exciting to
that's
me
great.
as SPRI continues to grow.
Wow. And what I saw here too was just such a breadth of expertise across the industry. So it's not just single ply manufacturers like you were saying, but there are architects, consultants here, and then there's like that. How do you anchor the roof? What are the accessories? What are some of the chemicals that go into some of the roof? I met some great chemical providers here who are here talking about how can you continue to make single ply roofing better and stronger.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's, again, just a special group. And one of the things that we're doing as part of our 5-year strategic plan that Brad was wonderful to lead us through is to really open that up more and more. I mean, we all touch single ply in some way, shape, or form, and to open that up beyond just the general manufacturers, but anybody that really contributes to single ply roofing.
And we're so proud at Roofers Coffee Shop that we are not members, but we are active within SPRI. SPRI is on the Roofers Coffee Shop with a full directory, and we're able to come attend these meetings and really see what's coming in the future on great discussions around PVC.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a hot topic.
That was a hot topic.
Yeah, so again, PVC has somehow found its way onto a red list, and so as a group, collaborative minds and spirit, working with Deb Maisel from the NRCA. It was just a wonderful way to come together, strengthen numbers, and be able to stand together and talk about the benefits of single ply.
Yeah, it's really the speakers we had today, which was David Pogue from CBS Sunday Morning, talking about AI. Incredible. That was incredible.
It scared me a little bit.
I know. It scared me a little bit, too.
It was powerful, and just to have him, he just has such an energy to him.
Yeah.
So that is for our SPRI committee, our annual committee. It's always a challenge to kind of connect the right speaker.
Yes.
Of course, you see all these different, be the best version you can be, but what we wanted to do is have a topic really that speaks to the heart, and he just knocked it out of the park this morning.
Talking about AI just across the board, not only in the creative sense, but also in automated cars. The airplane, I found absolutely amazing, the electric airplane.
Electric airplane.
And this is going to start affecting the roofing industry.
Sure, absolutely.
And so as you're kind of looking at this and looking at the rooftop with everything you've all been talking about with the labor shortage and all, really kind of what are you seeing out there in the industry? And let's talk a little bit about SPRI's initiatives going into 2024 and your 5-year plan to kind of address making it, continuing to make it more productive on the roof.
Sure. Great question, Heidi. So for us, important that we're active at all the code bodies. So we were blessed to hire the great Chadwick Collins this year as our first, truly first fully funded technical director, and to have Chadwick present at all the code hearings and being an advocate for single ply. If you don't know Chadwick, reach out to him. He is quite the gift, this crazy giant gift to our roofing industry. Yeah. And to be very active in the codes and testing bodies. Also, I mentioned to you that we're looking by way of an initiative to add members to that, anyone that really touches the single ply industry, to be part of SPRI. And then, we want to continue to be a strong voice to Washington.
Yes.
Where we are dealing with labor issues and PVC red list and other things that are kind of important topics that could affect our roofing industry in positive and negative ways. Just an awareness is important.
Yeah. Deb Maisel was awesome this morning. Great. Man, such great information coming out of NRCA and what they're doing with the roof pack. Just amazing. So, Scott, over the next 2 years, what are some of your goals? What are some of the things you would like to see accomplished during your presidency?
Well, a couple of things. One is I should mention one of the wonderful benefits to being part of this organization is the statistics information we get, which comes in quarterly by roof membrane, by roof type, by boards. We get that quarterly, and then we get it on an annual basis. And the power of those statistics and the power of data to really shape strategies for our different organizations is key. And we want to drive that and continue to do that. Market's down about 20% based on the statistics. But at SPRI this year, we saw our attendance up. We had some 130 people here. The sponsorship level was at an all-time high.
Yeah, it was great.
So people continue to invest in SPRI, and that's what we want to see. Just not financial commitments, but getting involved. So one of the initiatives that I sponsored last year, acronym simply is OMNI, onboarding members, nurturing involvement. And it kind of comes from my heart of walking into this organization probably 25 years ago and not really knowing anyone, being intimidated by all these, wonderful minds. But to have someone, in my case, there's an individual that kind of grabbed me, took me under his wing, showed me the way, introduced me to people, pointed me in different directions, different committees that would be good for me to serve on. And of course, I'm president.
And here you are.
Quite the blessing. So that journey, but for me, it's important for me to as we reach out to new members, again, 6 new members just this morning, and really come alongside them as a good wingman and get them more deeply involved in SPRI.
I love it.
It is our future.
Yeah. That's such a great goal, because to get more people, especially young people, right? We have so many, and I saw a number of young faces here, and to really get involved, because we've made friendships over the years. Now it's their chance to make friendships, to be mentored. I think that's an amazing goal. You said something, though, that I want to just go back on, because I'm always interested in this. You said that the spray numbers were down a little bit.
The overall roofing numbers for single ply. Yeah.
How much of that do you think is really from COVID and from the supply chain issues?
Wow, good question. In fact, tomorrow we have an economist, Kermit Baker, speaking to our group tomorrow, and we have our president of the NRCA speaking tomorrow, Kyle Thomas.
Yeah.
I am quite sure one of those or two of those questions will come up for those folks. I think there is having kind of gone through this nightmare of the pandemic and then the challenges of the supply chain meltdown, that I'm quite confident there'll be college courses taught.
I think so. Definitely.
On what happened. Yes, we're still dealing with some of the fallout out of that. But I think too, and I think Deb this morning, Deb Maisel, touched on this. There's some shaky consumer confidence. There's some interest rates doing some crazy things. There is a surplus of, ISO board and different material out there where people kind of did some panic buying.
I'm wondering how much of that was involved with that. There was a lot of warehouses full of products.
Absolutely agree. So we are seeing some of that. We continue to see challenges with labor that the NRCA is looking to address. But it'll be interesting to have a economist tomorrow talk about that, and then get Kyle's commentary on what he believes is the true number.
I agree so much. I have to tell you, I love listening to economists, because everyone is different.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, Kermit Baker he's a pretty good one to have tomorrow. So he'll speak to us about that.
I'm very excited. Well, Scott, I just have to say thank you. And one of the things that I want to make sure everyone out there watching this understands is, how can they get involved in SPRI? Like, if even like contractors,
sure.
How can they get involved? Can they learn more? How can this help their everyday business?
Sure. So, a couple things. One is DORA. I didn't really touch.
Oh yeah, let's talk about DORA.
DORA's acronym, Directory of Roof Assemblies. And it's just another book on the shelf that a contractor or consultant can grab, and it's a web-based listing service that SPRI has put together. Not to replace FEM, but should be an additional resource to the industry. So that's one, and the importance and the wonderful story of DORA that has multiple listings that are not contained in RoofNav. So that's one place I think they can find great benefit. I think the other one is just go to the website, look at SPRI. It's info@spri.org, and just browse around, look at some of the pages, see some of the things we're doing. We're writing monthly blogs and putting some great resource papers out there, some position papers. Study up. call the office, call me.
Yeah.
And I will tell you my SPRI story, which is wonderful. And would just encourage you to learn more about our organization.
Yeah, and there's so many great technical resources. And so I do want to say, Dora, there is a full directory on Roofers Coffee Shop for Dora, so you can find out information there and then get to it, use it in your business. Also, same thing with SPRI, full directory, all the information. Plus, we are taking a lot of the blogs and articles and we are repurposing them out there so that you can find them, whether it's anywhere. But go to SPRI, the SPRI website, but you can find that easily on Roofers Coffee Shop on the directories.
And Heidi, maybe the one last thing to kind of speak special to the Carpenters' hearts is the relationships that are developed over the years in this room. Many times, these are competitors
Yeah.
that we're sitting amongst.
Yeah.
But comes together, the spouses come together. Like I said, my sweet wife will not miss this week. And it's just a really special group of people.
It really is. But you know what? That's kind of roofing overall.
I think so.
It is.
Yep.
This is one of the great places.
And you're one of those too.
Oh, you
Good
are
girl.
too. Thank you. Scott, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
And thank you for everything you do for the industry. And your presidency is going to show great. I love the inclusive welcoming, your Omni. I think that's awesome.
Well, I'm blessed. Thank
Yeah.
you, girl.
And so thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you all for watching. We're going to be doing a lot of these this year live from the events that we go to. Love to hear the stories. Love to bring my friends and bring them all to you. So please join us for all our roofing road trips. You can find them under the navigation of RLW under Roofing Road Trips on Roofers Coffee Shop or on your favorite podcast channel. Be sure to subscribe and set those notifications so you don't miss a single episode. We'll be seeing you next time on Roofing Road Trips.
If you've enjoyed the ride, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on every roofing adventure. Make sure to visit rooferscoffeeshop.com to learn more. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next roofing road trip.